Welcome back to another video. I feel like I ain't been on here in a while. I guess it kind of has been a while, but really I just been taking a step back, relaxing and like resting my mind, trying not to constantly push my body because I kind of have a lot of stuff coming up in the next few months. So I'm like, why not use the rest of February to just like, and you know, sometimes a period of rest is needed. So I guess I haven't really been focused on my YouTube because I've just been resting and not trying to overexert myself. So I recently went on a vacation to Hawaii. Like, this was like 2 weeks ago. Y'all, I am not a vlogger. Like, I thought getting this camera would help me become like more of a vlogger, but honestly, I just want to be in the moment. I just want to enjoy my vacation, my dinner, whatever the fuck I'm doing. I just want to enjoy it. Like, I don't have time for a camera to be in front of my face. I'm not a vlogger. I'm gonna stop trying to do vlogs because clearly that's not my thing. But my sit down videos, yes, I will always do those because I enjoy that more. So I'm sure that y'all all have been in tune with what's going on in society right now. Pretty much like the rent hike, the food prices going up, tax dollars funding the war that we don't support. It's like the list kind of just goes on with all the bullshit that we're dealing with right now. There is so much going on outside of us, and I feel like when there's a lot going on in the world, when there's a lot going on around us, we have to take the time to look up and thank God or thank universe, whatever y'all believe in, whatever source you believe in, it does not matter. Whatever source you believe in, it's time to look up and just be thankful for what you do have. To be thankful for the life that you're currently living, for the blessings that you have received. So pretty much today's video is about appreciating the life you currently have, accepting and acknowledging blessings, and overall that life is what you make it. It's about your perspective. So let's just get into it. So I was having a moment yesterday where I was like constantly beating down on myself and beating myself up for not having the perfect picture life that I imagined I would have. Just like, Bray, what the fuck are you doing? This is not the life that you wanted. This is the life that you're living is not the life you want. And as I was writing these feelings out, something dawned on me that I may not be living the life that I want to live in my head. And you know, I always say every day is a new day to begin. I can always put into action now what I want into the future, and nothing is stopping me from having it. But the thought was that I have a roof over my head, I have hot water coming from the shower, I can afford to put food on the table for me and my son. So when we focus on what's missing from our lives, the things that we desire so badly, the things that we do not have, we forget to say thank you for all that we do have, for what we was currently given, and for the blessings that we currently have now and the blessings that we have received to get us to where we are now. When you focus on lack, that is the only thing you see. You just focus on what you don't have. You just focus on feeling bad because I don't have this thing. And it's like, almost like comparing yourself. But meanwhile, you're forgetting everything that you have acquired. You're forgetting everything that you have been blessed with and that you have been given. That's not to say ignore how you feel on the inside. If you feel like you need to change your life, if I feel like I need to change my life, I should do that. And I should do that. And I shouldn't be like, oh, I don't want to change my life because I have so much now. No, if you have feelings on the inside that you want to address them. But when you are having moments of weakness, moments of doubt, being grateful lessens the burden on the heart, because then you start to realize how much you actually do have. And that with desire, you always gonna want more. There's always gonna be something you want. There's always gonna be some new thing that you want to get into, and it's never gonna stop. That's just part of being a human. Like, we desire so much, and unfortunately we can't have it all. And sometimes as you grow, you realize that the desires that you want, you actually don't want anymore. Like, an example I have for that is, so I'm gonna move in a couple months, and y'all know y'all know I want a luxury apartment. I miss my old apartment. No, not really miss it, but I miss the vibe of my old luxury apartment. Like, That's my thing. When I moved to Chicago, I'm like, I'm getting a luxury apartment. Boom, boom, boom. I did that. But then after like COVID, because y'all know COVID was like, when I moved back here, it's 2021. So COVID was still like, everybody was still like kind of freaking out. But after 2021 was over, 2022, Chicago was like, fuck this, I'm raising them rent prices back up. And they still doing that. Like currently, like it's almost 2,000 still for a 1-bedroom. I've seen studios for like 2,000, and they all luxury type apartments. And so it's like, in the back of my head, I still do desire a luxury apartment. But do I need that? No. Am I blessed without a luxury apartment? Yes. It's not about, sometimes it's just like desires can really hold us back. I go chasing this luxury apartment, spending all this money, and that means in other areas of my life, I'm gonna have to pull back, and I'm gonna have to stop maybe going out as much because I'm paying all this fucking rent. It's like as you grow, desires start to fall away. And so I don't know if this has anything to do with what I'm saying, but in my head it did. But it's like desires come and go. You know, we be trying to, like I said, focus on the lack of having. Me living here, I have a very nice apartment, but it's not updated as far as like, don't worry, I'm finna do a video on it. I'm doing a video on like things you should look out for apartments. But my apartment is not up to date, as in, you know, like I don't have central air and heat. There's like one plug in each room, like stuff like that. But is that a big deal? No, not really. And so it's like, I'm too busy focused on, damn, I don't have a luxury apartment. Meanwhile, I still have a roof over my head. I still have a very nice apartment. And I still have all these things to be blessed for. It's so easy to get wrapped up in wanting more, wanting better, which subsequently makes you feel sometimes inadequate. Like you're not doing enough now. And personally, I forget to appreciate where I am and where I've been. I forget to say thank you for the journey. I just be so ready to get to my desires and get to the end of the finish line. And sometimes you get the desire you want and then you realize it's not even worth it. How can I get more if I'm not being thankful for the things that I have received? And overall, you know, your life is based off your perspective. If I see my journey as hard and long and shitty, that's exactly what it's gonna be. I don't know how this came up. Like, I guess it's just been so heavy on my mind that like, it's just a lot of stuff going in the world, and I just see a lot of people suffering. And I just feel like in this time, you just have to really be thankful for what you do have, because not to be like comparing, and I'm not comparing, but I'm just saying it could always be worse. Like it could always be worse. Like, so when I'm sitting and I'm complaining about how sad I feel over parts of my life, that's completely changeable. There are other people on the side of the world fighting for their life, like hoping that they are able to even see the next day and keep their children safe and children fed. And again, that's not to put your own feelings or thoughts aside, but it's really just to realize that things could be way worse. And literally, like in a blink of an eye, your whole life can change. A whole situation could turn your whole life upside down. So why not focus on what you do have instead of operating in a lack mindset? Words and thoughts are spells, as I always say. So what you think brings more towards you. You know how they always got that quote, the glass is half empty or half full? Like sometimes you really have to just be like, fuck it, the glass is half full. Like, because focusing on negative stuff is just gonna bring more negative thoughts to you. And ever since I realized this about myself when I was writing and I was just like kind of complaining, I was like, damn, like it could be so much worse for me. And again, that's not to say ignore how you feel on your inside, address how you feel. But being thankful really brings you back, and it really shows you like, damn, how good my life actually is. I mean, I can't really speak for everybody, but I'm just speaking for myself. I'm speaking for myself, you know. I can't really speak for everyone because, of course, everyone does not feel that way. So, you know, if you don't, that's okay, you know. You may not be where you want to be, but you are somewhere. And you have to be thankful for where you are now. So, yes, I just came out here to say that. Happy Thursday if you're watching this on a Thursday. It's currently Tuesday though, so. But I hope that you guys have a good rest of your day. And thank you for tuning in as always. And now I'm out of here.